Hello, and welcome yet again to another episode of the MCXP Radio Podcast. Here, your host, musicologist, your boy A. Reading. As you can see, I got the Texas Rangers hat on. Y'all know what it is. I got the Peagle hoodie on. We're gonna talk about it because my Texas Rangers are the world champs. I didn't get to talk about it on Monday. I know we had the parade on Friday. I've been busy, man. I've been wanting to talk to you guys all week, so here we go. We're gonna talk about it. We gonna get into it, all right? So let's get into the show.
Swagger pimp, yeah. Can't now another dude like me. Yeah. Okay, it goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rockin'. It's time for hip hop. On they reach watch, no sir, not for show. No bars made up of fairy tales. I'm trying for the tragedy, I know it well. So put your hands up in the air just for the winners. A peace sign, the pimps, the prostitutes, the sinners. We all deserve a second chance, but we products of illusion and victims of our own circumstance. Apply the pressure, I bet you can. Live the life that you love, shout out to Rand. Love the life that you live, shout out again. It ain't a tough pill to swallow once you comprehend.
Yeah, and y'all already know you are now tuned in and rocking it and kicking it in the Monday Man Cave, man, with your boy the musicologist A. Reed. As you can see, follow me there, A. Reed TV. You can follow the show, MCXP Radio, man, on the Twitter, on the IG, on the interwebs. So, man, make sure you get out, subscribe, listen to your boy, and all that good stuff. Much more stuff to come your way. You know, I always say that I'm busy, and I am quite busy, even though I like to have a little bit of free time to myself. But then you start to realize that, man, a lot of this stuff takes a lot of work and hard work and dedication. So I'm going to be taking some of that dedication and putting into this podcast and everything else that I've got, man. Is I have my hands in a lot of things, man. But join me for being a go-getter. That's all it is, but it join me for being a go-getter. Now that I have my son, I have no choice but to go out there and get my son and my girl, my fiance now. All that good stuff, man. So, we trying to make it, trying to do what we do best. But, man, let's get into the show, man. As you can see, man, I know the show is called The Rangers Are the World Champs and Why Music Sucks. Before we get into my issues with music, let's talk about the wonderful thing that is the Texas Rangers winning the World Series. Guys, I have been a Rangers fan. I'm going to put the logo up. I've been a Rangers fan all my life. Okay. But I played T-ball the first time that I ever picked up a bat and everything. I played T-ball. The team that I got picked on to be with was the Texas Rangers. We were blue, had the little blue hats, everything like that with the T right there in the front. I still remember it to this day. If I can find that picture, man, I'm going to post it up and send it to you guys so y'all can see it. I've been a diehard Texas Rangers fan all my life. Because of them, I understood what the game of baseball was, how it acts, everything about it, the stats and whatnot. So I've always been interested in baseball. And just to know, man, that this team has gone through hell and back. I've watched this team in 2010, 2011, back-to-back World Series with Ron Washington. And shout out to Ron because he just got a new job as the Angels manager. But I watched these guys go back-to-back World Series and they fall apart and all it took was just one more strike, one more out, and we was good. So you can imagine what I was thinking of when this team here does what they do. And granted, I'm we're looking at a team that had two back-to-back 100 loss seasons. I believe the last season they won like 90 some games or something like that, or like lost 90 something or whatnot. Come back to win about 80 or something like that. But really, you was looking at the team that was rebuilding. Didn't necessarily believe that these guys was going to win the World Series. But look at what they do. Undefeated on the road in the postseason. They take down, as you can see, they took down the Devil Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays, took down the Baltimore Orioles, took down the Astros. Then they took down the Diamondbacks to win the World Series. And I just want to show you guys some picks, some wonderful picks. As you can see, we got Bruce Bochy there, man. They told him to come back. Bruce Bochy was He was retired, kicking it, man, kicking it. Our general manager Chris Young hits him up, is like, "Hey, man, I got a team for you. Would love to have you come over here and coach." Bochy looks at the roster. He looks at the guys. He's like, "Hey, look, I can give it a shot. I'll go down there, give it a shot, and see what we can do." How about that? Your first year, you come back into the league. You retire. Your first year, you come back and you take this team. And I ain't saying these guys are a bunch of misfits, because you have guys, man, that are perennial all stars and guys who are set and stable players. The Corey Seagers, Marcus Simeons, you know, guys we pay some honest, good money to, man, to be a part of this franchise, not just now, but for years to come. And look what he does on his first season. He brings the Texas Rangers their very, very first World Series championship. And I could not be any more happier than the next fan. We had our parade last Friday. Last Friday, as you can see, the guys right there on the stage, popping bottles, getting it big, holding it down. Man, they said at this parade, show y'all this. We had about close to about 750,000 people. They literally shut down all of the schools for Friday. All the schools, all the surrounding area schools. No school district had school on Friday, because we wanted to make sure that we could celebrate the Texas Rangers winning that first ever World Series. And we wanted to do it in full passion and compassion to show these guys, man, how much we love the squad, how much we've been wanting this and looking. I didn't go to the parade. I was coming off of work. I didn't go to it. It was just too much traffic, man. Too much traffic going on. I know I needed to take my black ass home. I'm glad I did, but I did celebrate that day. I was at the house and drinking a beer while I was watching the parade and just thanking the guys for doing what they needed to do and handling their business. It is a blessing. It is wonderful. And let me tell you, man, it's always a great thing when you are the fan of your team, your sports team, and to see your team reach to the pinnacle, reach to the top. You see your team go through all the adversities, you know, go through all the bullshit, all the hating, all the backbiting from all the other franchises. Look, I'm saying, like, we were like one of the last 7 franchises in MLB history to not have a championship. Well, shit, you can scratch our name off of that now. We're in there, buddy. We are in there. And you got to understand, man, now we got bragging rights. We got bragging rights. We can brag about this for the whole damn shit, the whole season, whole summertime, whole off season. When the season starts, we still put it in people's faces. All you Astros fans, y'all know how much I don't like y'all. Y'all gonna be hearing it. Yankees fans, y'all gonna hear it. I got some over there at the job. Y'all gonna hear it. But it's long overdue, man. Very, very much long overdue. You got to give it to these guys, man. They did their job. They came out there and they did an amazing job. Um, can't take nothing away from them. Nothing but credit from all these guys, man. Jonah Heim stepped up. Josh Young stepped up, of course. Corey Seager, Marcus Simeon, Adolis Garcia. Of course, he got hurt, but he was holding it down. Dane Dunning, Nathan Evaldi. What can you say about him? John Gray, Andrew Heaney. I mean, guys just out the woodwork. Spores came up pitching. Scherzer, we didn't really get to see Scherzer like act a fool for, but shit, Scherzer did his thing. You know, the Tavares, Leody Tavares, Jose Leclerc, man. Like, you can go on, man, with the squad, and you know, and it damn near brings tears to your eyes, man. It damn near does. Damn near does. This team, this team will forever be etched into history of what they did. Like I said, man, they was undefeated on the road. No team has ever done that. You know, and it's like destiny Sometimes the team just has destiny. They just have destiny on their side, and it really seems like this team really did have destiny on their side, man. Really, really did. Amongst all the adversities and things they had to go through, from the injuries to all the extra bullshit, you know, we still take it to them, man. We still go out there and we still go ahead and win this boy, bring it back to the great state. Not to say that Houston ain't a great state to say, but man, we brought that trouble to the DFW area. Now it's in a safe place. It's in a good place. I think it really likes this spot, man. I really, really think it does. Bruce Bochy said that he's going to be coming back, which is beautiful. Want to see what the offseason is going to hold. I don't know if we're going to end up getting Shohei Otani. I don't know if we will, but shit, man, just having this core group back, man, it's just gonna be great, man. Evan Carter, shout out to you too, man. Everybody that just stepped up, didn't give a damn, man. They just went all out. They stepped up and they held it down for us, man. I can't thank y'all enough, man. I heard a lot of stories on the radio. A lot of people were giving their testimonies and stuff of how they had. It was a generational thing, man. Families on top of families, and grandparents, and cousins and uncles and aunts and everybody within their families. How all of them were Texas Rangers fans, and it was just a blessing to be able to see their team finally get over that hump, man. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. And I felt this. I haven't felt this happy about my team winning it all since the Mavericks won in 2011. And I'm a diehard Mavs fan. Been watching them, man. Probably, I think that same year that kid got drafted to the Mavs is when I actually became like a real Mavs fan. We used to stay in Abilene. Dad used to drive us about 2.5 hours up here to the DFW area, take us over there to Reunion Arena, and that's where we would see Mavs in the old school blue and green. Old school. What's that? The green ball with the blue Mav, the blue M. Uh, Man, yeah, the old school stuff. So but and I was there to see Jimmy Jackson. I was there to see Jason Kidd. I was there to see Jamal Mashburn, Popeye Jones. I've seen this team go from good to bad to championship contenders to bad again. To finally winning. And shout out to Dirk. For putting in that work. So that's what I'm saying. I haven't been this happy to see my home team win since it was 2011 in the Mavs. So you looking at 2011 Mavs winning that championship all the way up to 2023. So it has been roughly about 12 years that I've waited for another championship to be here in the city. But I will take it, man. I will take it. Sometimes those long roads are much needed. You just need them shits. I know. So it's much needed. Now that the Rangers have won, my Mavs have won. The only thing that I'm waiting now, I need my Cincinnati Bengals to go ahead and do this. If I can get all three of those, if I can get the Mavs to win, which they've already done, if I can get my Rangers to win, which they've done, all I need is Cincinnati to win. If I could do that, man, I could probably die happy, man. I was able to see every single one of my teams win the championship and get their name off that no championship list. But they went out there and they handled their business, man. So that is my next thing. So again, shout out and a big, huge thank you to the Texas Rangers, to the organization, Chris Young, to all the players, man, to the bat people, to the equipment people, to everybody that has anything remotely to do with the Texas Rangers organization. Whether you work there, whether you're an affiliate, whatever the hell that you do, thank you, thank you, thank you for your hard work and dedication and the constant things that you did, because you brought home the best thing ever, which was a World Series championship that we long freaking deserved. You brought it here to DFW area, to Arlington, Texas. I love you guys. Thank you so much, because you guys just don't understand how much this means, not only to me, but to all the fans here. We've been waiting for this moment. We've gotten this moment. Let us strut our stuff. Let us speak our piece. Let us do what the hell we want to do because we are champs. We are champs. We did it. We did it. We did it. And everybody else, I got two words for you if you don't like it. The Generation X, sucky. Yes, sir. I dig it, man. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. All right. With that being said, man, let's talk. Well, let's talk. Our music sucks. Musicology mindset. Let's go. I had to put the little hoodie on, man, because I don't know. I don't know how much of a how effective this is going to be. This is really just going to be coming off the top of. But I didn't want to make any notes. I just want to be as honest as I could possibly be. People, y'all know me. A lot of folks know me as the musicologist. I've done music all my life. I've made records, been in different places, performed. Everything that I've ever done has been written by my hand, um, arranged by me, how I felt that the song should go. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, I am very, very, very particular and I care about my shit. Just like in the words of Miss Erica Badu, Dallas native. Um, but just some things, man, it just seems like just nowadays music is going to a spot to where it's just where there's no coming back. I feel like that's what it is. It's going to a spot to where there's no coming back. Um, and the sad part about it is it's not every genre of music. Somehow it seems to be our music, black folks music, the hip hops, R&B. A lot of the shit that these people call hip hop is not hip hop, you know. But we're living in a time where, and I've always said this about music. I love music to death, but I think music is the biggest whore that we have out here because she would let any and everybody get a taste of her and try her out. And some people get big and some people don't. But it don't matter. She sees endless opportunities to make money. So, she goes out there and she lays for everybody. Just think, man, I remember growing up at a time where we had radio shows and we actually had artists who were good artists. We had radio programs that would not just play the same person 10, 20, 30 times a day. They would play a plethora of different artists that you would hear throughout the day, which made the radio station dope. Now it's just to read the same songs that are recirculated over and over and over to put in your brain. And then it gets to the point, all the people that they really want to promote and have out there and have as a forefront, have as the face of the genre and the culture, more importantly. Um, Especially here in a time and a situation now to where we're having so much difficulty, which I don't understand, so much difficulty on gender roles or gender in that fact. People not believing that what they were made or what God created them to be is necessarily what they're supposed to be, you know. Um, Now, for the sake of everything, just know that I'm not trying, or do we do this on BGSC Network? We do not condone any type of hate towards anybody. We strictly believe, man, that who you love is who you love. What you want to do in your life is completely up to you, and we fully support that. But we also do have a right, being a podcast entity, podcast group, that you know we can say the things that we feel we can say, and understand, man. It's just all. It's no hate nowhere, but everybody's entitled to their own opinions, you know. Never in a situation do we ever try to bring up anything to where we want to have beef with anybody, um, call anybody out, or you know, to that magnitude to where we have issues that spam online and it's a lot of back and forth stuff. Because, yeah, to be honest, we're really not going to pay too much attention to it. We address what we need to address, but music is such a big influence in everybody's life, from the young and the old. Um, and as for me, I take very humongous pride in what I do put out. For the people that do listen to my music and the people that do go out there and listen to the records and stream and all that other stuff, and I want to make sure that I give them some sort of substance, some sort of product where they actually honestly feel like, hey man, you know, Reed is talking about something. Hey, Reed is talking about something. Musicologist is on point, you know. But it's hard for me to get behind this stuff that we got going on. I know I talked about her before, but I gotta bring her up again, man. Miss Sexy Red. Before y'all sit here and just call me a hater, man. It's just sad, man. It's just sad. It's sad. And y'all know it is, man. Y'all know it is. Like you want to have sympathy, but then you just can't have sympathy because when you put yourself in these kind of situations, man, this is the kind of shit that you want to do and shit you want to put out. What can you expect? By now, you know y'all know the song, Pound Town, Pound Town, my coochie pink in the booty hole brown. Those horrible lyrics. The girl pregnant now, she out there twerking on the stage. Don't even know who the baby daddy is. From what I'm told, she don't know who it is. Come on, man. And the reason that I say these things, and I'm gonna get to these points. The reason I say these things, when you have little kids that are coming up, the little girls that are coming up, your elementary, even your middle school girls, even your high school girls, man, all these, you know, they're looking at these people and they're looking at them as role models. This is what's being presented out. These kind of women. The ones that are for the streets, the ones that don't have no kind of home training or whatsoever. But they out there and they are who our generation, who our next generation is looking up to music wise. And they kind of messes up everything, bro. Messes up everything. What's the significance? What's the significance, man? But again, if I keep on talking down on, I'm gonna have a whole list of people that's calling me a hater. Whole list of people that'll go and do research and be like, yeah, well, nigga, that's why your music ain't doing shit. Hey, look, that's fine. I accepted a long time ago, man, that my music is simply for certain people in certain audiences. And that audience has reached back out to me and they love everything that I do. So I appreciate them. I'm sorry, I just can't do the same thing that all these other people do. But yeah, man, that sexy red shit, man, this shit kills me. Another person that hits with this girl right here, the Sugiyana, man. What was that? Love and Hip Hop Miami. That's where she's from, famous from. You know. Now I've been seeing videos of her breaking down, her claiming that she sold her soul to the devil. She don't know how to get out. She does some outrageous, outlandish shit as well. Very, very outlandish. Her and Sexy Red both, they both got a song out together. The shit is horrible. Very, very horrible. No, but this is the stuff though. These are, you know, and it kind of hurts you, man, because you don't want to see our black queens and our black women degraded and put in situations like that. I was always taught that, man, you gotta, you know, you you got to take care of the women that God put on this earth. And even though we try to respect them in some way, shape, or form. Man, they take that respect that you give them, and they turn it into something completely out of bounds and out of left field to the point that men almost have to turn around and defend themselves against this kind of stuff. And you got the rebellious against the righteous, man. You just try, you try. Um, but see, I'm not surprised, y'all. I'm definitely not surprised. This stuff is set in stone. This stuff was spoken about a long time ago. Um, I consider myself a very spiritual person, so I do um, carry a lot about my relationship with God. And I feel like the people, the sisters, even the guys, the ones that put themselves out in these issues, in these situations to where we can have content to talk about, but it becomes a negative content. I think, man, at some point in time, you gotta sit back and reevaluate your things, man. Sometimes you are just too deep into what the hell you've gotten yourself into. And if you want to find it, there's always a way out. There's always a way out, but it may not be what you want or how you want. And it's usually never that easy, especially when you're that deep into the game. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks to see them going through this crap. But man, her Sexy Red Sukiana, man, you know, I look at them girls, man, and every time they just mess up, every time it's something, man, you want to say a small prayer. Just, even though, the harshness of it is just like, man, they hoes, man, let them girls out there for a street. You say a prayer, you know, in some kind of way. Because you want to see people like that do good, bro. You do want to see them do good. I know my hair's nappy. I ain't got to tell you, bro. That's why I love this show, MCXP Radio, man. Another thing that's been going on, um, what is this beef? This beef with DJ Academics and Saucy Ross. That's his name, Saucy Ross. Was Saucy Santana? Yeah, Saucy Ross. And look. Okay, so from what I've found, I guess DJ Academics was on an interview with DJ Vlad or something like that, and Academics made fun of Saucy's BBL. Wow. I think okay, yeah, he was talking about those city girls, the little group of those two girls. He was talking about the city girls, and he said something that I guess Saucy Ross didn't like. Um, and they said Saucy Ross used to be they makeup artist or something like that. He says, Saucy says to him, he said he's gonna beat him. He said after I beat you, I'm gonna bump you in your ass because you're a bitch ass nigga. That's what we do. Oh wow. I don't know. I did see a video of Academics basically saying, man, he don't want to say what he want to say because he's scared he's gonna get fined or he's gonna get knocked off or kicked off the airways and stuff like that. Shit, nigga, you better be a man to speak your piece, dog. Speak your piece. Not saying be scared, nigga, but be man enough to speak your piece, man. Oh man, and personally, I don't give a damn what a person's lifestyle is or any of that shit, man. No, bro. Like, don't let that stuff, don't let that stuff change, man. Like, man, if you got something to say, bro, you need to say it and just let it be real, bro. Just let it be real. From everything I'm seeing, man, because Sasha Ross putting out all these videos, man. He going in on you, bro. He's kind of man enough. I give academics enough. He man enough to not say nothing, but like if you just not gonna say nothing, man, just ignore it altogether, man. And just you got to keep it pushing in your own kind of way, in a masculine man way. But you can't be on that thing just crying and being like, man, I can't see what I want, man. Bump that, you know. And then you look at the dude, man. Come on, come on. Makeup with a beard, lashes with a beard. You know why music sucks? Music sucks because we've allowed so much unreal shit, so much unreal stuff to be considered real. We have. Music has a major influence on people's lives. There's always a song out there that can change your day from bad to good. There's artists out there, man, that fits for every single person out there, man. Somebody that we feel like we can relate to, somebody that we definitely enjoy. And change your whole mindset in a whole day just by one song. The music sucks now, man, because there's no kind of substance. There's nothing there, and we have no artists. Well, none of the artists that we're putting out that media and everybody has put out there on a regular basis. But we don't have anybody, man, that we can look up to, and think about their lyricism and the things like the people that you have to, the people to where you can find stuff that you can really, really, truly listen to and like believe in, like this, the real shit that we kind of grew up on. You have to look, like you have to go search and find those kind of artists. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm listening to guys like Ransom. Griselda's came on the scene, pretty heavy, man. But I've always been a UGK guy. You know, number of people that I grew up on. And most of the time, oh shit, not most of the time, 100% of the time, if you're in my car, if I don't turn it on for that radio for my girl, I'm bumping something old school, something that I grew up on, because I just can't get down with what is being played today. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. You have a couple hits out there that kind of just breeze through the cracks, but for the most part, this shit is whack. And why is it whack? Because we keep promoting these sorry sons of bitches and keep putting them there, putting those people out there in the forefront. Those sorry ass songs. Put those in the forefront. But the ones that actually talk with meaning and social commentary and all that good stuff, we push that stuff to the back because they don't want us to learn like that. They don't want that to be truth. What's our truth now? Black women, hoes, bitches, sluts. Black men, gangsters, bullies, rapists, murderers. So what kind of music is promoted? The hoes, twerking, all of that shit with the men, the killing, the hustle. I wish it was different. I wish we were in a society to where the music could flourish again, flourish the right way. But I know that as long as the powers that be are up there at the top, it's not going to happen. It's just not. We got to accept that. We got to accept the fault and got to accept the fate. And it sucks in every kind of way, you know. But understand this, man. If you really into your spiritual nature and your understanding, just know that, man, this stuff was already written down. This was already set in stone. It was gonna be like this at some point in time. So that's why I'm not completely surprised. I'm just probably more or less surprised on the things that we as humans continue to come up with. Right when you think that they thought of every single thing they possibly could, they come up with something brand new to fucking throw you off. And you're just like, wow, wow. So I want to see better. I want to see better. And I have a right to be concerned. Not just me as an artist, but me as a father. I have a right to be concerned. I've got a child that I have to raise into this. I've got to raise him into this world, and I have to literally steer him from hearing stuff like this, from being influenced by things like this. And I think that's the hardest part. I think that's probably going to be my toughest battle ever in life. Is just trying to make sure that my son, excuse me, make sure that my son is on a straight and narrow path. Because I don't think this world is gonna try to allow me to do that. Not like it's not as easy as it was for growing up. We knew what we were growing up. You knew if you was a boy, you knew if you was a girl. Now, if you was gay, that was taboo. Some of us kind of knew what the heck it was, but we really we didn't give a damn that much, man. You go on about your business. You know? Now it's not such a taboo subject and it's placed in your face. Every chance that they get, it's placed in your face. You have to accept it now. Not saying that we didn't accept it back then, but you have to accept it now. That's just the lifestyle that people want to do. That's the things, some of the ways that they want to act, and that's how they want to be. And you have no right, no say so into saying anything bad about it. Look how they try to cancel Dave Chappelle. Yeah, Dave still comes back with Netflix specials, still speaks his mind, and still earns his money. Bravo. Congratulations. I don't know. I don't know. Although I do hope and pray that there is some kind of solution now at the end of the tunnel. I think we just go down worse and worse and worse and worse. Uh, I think they're already somewhat grooming. They're grooming somebody to be the next Sexy Red, the next Sugiyama, the next Saucy Ross. You know, so it sucks, man. It sucks. But I wish music would come back to what it used to be. I really, really do. I really, really, really do. Uh, Dealing with this shit, man, is just it pains me, it sickens me. Like I said, man, I gotta do this for my son. I gotta make sure my son is A1 now. You know what I'm talking about? No, so it sucks, man. It sucks, man. But again, people, I thank y'all for sitting here kicking it in the man cave. You already know, man. If you guys are always, or if anybody's out there dealing with mental health, seek help, seek help. Don't forever hold your peace. Please go out there, seek help. Ask somebody, man. Sometimes it is best to hear what you need to hear from somebody who doesn't even know your friends or family. That probably sugarcoat and tell you the things that you want to hear, but you need to get it from somebody that you need to hear. Um, your next best solutions and options, man. I really, really, truly love you guys, and I want you guys to be good. I want the world to change. I want everything to be better. Is it? I don't know. Um, Dark days. I feel like some dark days are coming ahead. But I think, man, if you guys do what you're supposed to do, man, make sure you get a very good relationship with God. I think you'll be all right. But as for myself, man, the BGSC Network, your host, man, musicologist Avery, man, make sure you guys like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? View, add comments, man. You know, down below on the video. Please, 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 man, take the chance to follow me. A Reed TV, man, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, the show MCXP_radio. You know, you can find me, man, all up and down, man, the interwebs. You know, but I appreciate you guys, man. Until next time, you know, y'all be easy. All right. Peace.
Dance on the beach or something, we can slide all night. Smoke a little weed or something, getting high all night. Got my brown on ice, and you looking right. Then that see-through linen with that ass sitting right. You know how I do it, I'm a player for life. If I do lock it down, you know it's you that's my wife.